Hi, my name's Sasha Norris, and I'm here with Stephanie Putnam, and we're going to be tasting through the selections for this upcoming month's wine club. We have the winery selection here. We've got our Raymond Estate 2013 Chardonnay from Napa Valley. We also have our Estate Collection 2012 Merlot, as well as our district wine, which is the 2010 St. Helena Cabernet Sauvignon. And so we'll go ahead and start tasting with the Chardonnay.
Fantastic, thank you. This is our 2013 Estate Collection Napa Valley Chardonnay. This is our inaugural release of our Estate Collection wines, and these are wines that are sold exclusively at the winery, because we wanted to do something that was different, that wasn't available out at any store or restaurant. This wine is similar to our Reserve Chardonnay in the fact that it comes from our estate vineyards in southern Napa, an area called Jameson Canyon. So it's a very cool climate area, so we get a lot of exaggerated tropical fruits coming out of it. It's different in the fact that we're using a lot more new French oak. So you're going to see a lot more spiciness and nutmeg and some more minerality coming out along with the bright fruit aromatics. It is also a non-malolactic style of Chardonnay. I don't like to get too technical, but what that means is that this is not a buttery Chardonnay. It's all about the fruit and a little bit about the wood, but mostly the fruit coming from our estate vineyard in Jameson Canyon. Again, because it comes from our vineyard in southern Napa, cooler climate, it tends to have a lot of bright acidity to it. That makes it a great wine with heavier dishes that have like a cream-based sauce. It's also a wine that drinks well now, but believe it or not, this is a Chardonnay that will actually keep its life for another couple of years, so I hope you enjoy. This is our 2012 Estate Collection Napa Valley Merlot. Again, this is an inaugural release for us. We wanted to do something that was unique and special only to the winery. This is a wine that is not available in any store or restaurant. We wanted to celebrate Merlot. You'll excuse if you hear a little train whistle in the background, that's the wine train passing by. We're also in harvest mode, so you might hear some other sounds. Our Estate Collection Merlot is different than our Reserve Merlot. Our Reserve Merlot is known for being a very serious Merlot, something that has a lot of structure and tannins to it. So I wanted to do something that was different, but still celebrated the Merlot that we get off of our estate. So this wine mostly comes from our estate here in Rutherford. So everything that you know about Rutherford Cabernet in terms of the structure and tannins applies to our Merlot. But this wine also, we blended in some vineyards from cooler climates to give it a little bit more of a textural component. So you're going to get a little bit more of a spicy aromatics, maybe some black plum, but you're always going to get that inherent structure and tannins that we've become known for in our Merlot. So I hope you enjoy our first release of the 2012 Estate Collection Merlot. So this is our 2010 District Collection St. Helena Cabernet. It's actually one of my favorites of the districts that we do. It comes from just north of us. So the winery is located in the Rutherford appellation. About a mile from here is our vineyards in St. Helena. If everyone knows where Dina DeLuca is, that's where our vineyards are located for as District Collection Cabernet. This wine is 100% Cabernet, because it's really important when you're trying to talk about the personality of a appellation that you're not blending in other varietals, because then you're marring or you're masking what the true personality is. So we believe very strongly that it's 100% Cabernet. The vineyards that we get for this, that we source for this wine, are from the Inglewood Avenue area of St. Helena. And it's actually one of the earliest cabs that we bring into the valley. Everyone thinks that Calistoga is the hottest appellation, but St. Helena, I think, is actually a little bit warmer because it's the narrowest point of the valley. And so this is historically some of the first fruit that we bring in. And one of the reasons why I always love this wine is that it's such an exuberant, showy, flashy wine. It's all about red fruits and sweet tannins. It's almost jammy and red and raspberry, almost like a syrupy character to it. Very upfront, a lot of tannins. It's a big wine, but the tannins really come across in a sweet nature. 2010 is a vintage that also tends to make bigger wines as well. So this is a wine that definitely, if you have a piece of steak, this is the wine that you want to enjoy it with.